All right. We have one viewer. Hello. Two. I see two. Now give me three. I got three. Who gave me four? Hello, Maria, the dancing queen. Hey, I was playing auctioneer there for just a minute. I'm not very good at it. I can try though. What's up, Maria? Get my beard all fluffed out. Well, it tried to rain this morning a little bit. Maria, what state do you live in? I live in Illinois. Hello, Marty. Welcome. That's a beautiful picture you got there on your banner. I'm doing great, Marty. Well, we have six viewers. Welcome, all six of you people. I haven't been on here for a few days. I thought I better get on here and let you people see that I'm still alive. You people might think that Pam knocked me in the head. Not yet. We had great big thick cheeseburgers for supper. Pam made them with the ground beef. Oh, they're good. Well, thank you for coming on the live stream. Come check on me every once in a while. I always need a guiding light. Marty, what state are you in? I think you can see I said Illinois. In Canada. I'll bet that's where you got your picture for your banner. That's a beautiful picture. Beautiful picture. That's some kind of lake up there. They say that Canada is beautiful. I wouldn't want to face the winter though. Is it does it get real cold where you're at? I mean, Canada's way up there. Finite world. Hey, welcome to our live stream, Finite. Lots of snow. Thank you very much, but no thank you. It's south of Detroit. How can that be? And ice. Finite World's got a beautiful picture on the banner. Also, Well, it looks pretty. Sunset, finite world. I'm talking about. Marty's picture is beautiful too. I've been up to Mackinac Island. I've been across that bridge, and I've been to Door County, Wisconsin. That's about as far north as I've been. When we went to the Mackinac Island, we took this one ferry ride, and they took us up underneath the bridge. They made a circle around underneath the bridge and then went to the island. Coming back, they just went straight back to Mackinac City, I think it is. There you go. Uh, you know, that sounds like a place that I went to in Milwaukee. I had a fish there. Man, it was good. I think that's the place I went. Yeah, they brought me fish and they brought me something else and a little glass of beer. I mean, they just and even got a dessert with it. Oh, okay. I told you to go there. Okay. Yeah. It was awesome, wasn't it? Well, I forget. That that's what happens when you get old. Yeah, that was a great place. That was an awesome place. I might have told you that when I was up there at Wisconsin. Gyro dinner. Well, see, that's the only time I went, and I was by myself, and I seen the sign that said something about the fish. I said, that's what I want. And man, they just kept bringing stuff. And the small glass of beer was probably 7 ounces. I have no idea what kind it was. They just called it a house beer. And then here they come with the dessert. I forget what it was, but I know it was good. I ate it. It was great. Well, that's great, Fine Night World. I'm glad you liked it. And I'm sure that They have a lot more dishes there. Uh, that's good. And the fish dinner that I had seemed to be reasonable in price. But oh my God, that was back in April when we went to Wisconsin. And rice pudding or cheesecake. You ate the rice pudding twice. Kane D. Hey, very reasonable price. That is correct. Well, I bet I got the cheesecake then. But when we went to Door County, Wisconsin, we went on the ferry and went over to Washington Island. It was 55 degrees on the island with the wind blowing. There I there I had a short sleeve t-shirt and a pair of shorts. I mean, I had more packed, but that's all we took. Luckily, I had threw a flannel shirt in the back seat of the car. Oh my. But it wasn't too bad because we was in the car most of the time and it warmed up during the day finally, but we run the heater. So uh Kane D. Well, I guess we're friends. Let me look at your channel. I am bust to you. I don't see any content, but you're welcome, my friend. You are dressed like a Canadian in shorts. Wow. If if I'd had a pair of long pants, I would have been comfortable with my flannel shirt on. We went there a year ago, and when we went to the island, we took their tour. 13 degrees Celsius. Yeah, but it warmed up during the day. I don't know. I guess it got maybe 65 or something like that. It wasn't too bad. But going across that lake, wow. They call that Death's Door. That's what they call it. That strip of water. It's called Death's Door because there had been so many ships go down there, I guess. When when we was coming back, they put a semi on the ferry with us. That's a cool place. and we seen I think at least one deer. I don't. I can't remember. I know we seen deer back in Door County, but we did see at least one deer on the island. And then we went to a mom and pop tavern and got a cheeseburger there, and it was great. And we asked the owner, uh, this might have been before we seen it, but we asked, do you have animals or whatever? He said had a lot of deer and foxes and stuff. I asked him if they had rabbits, and he said no. The foxes and coyotes pretty well take care of them. Now this is just on the island, but they call it an island, but it's pretty good size. Marty, did you leave or just quit talking or typing? I guess. It is. Brandon Brown. How are you, sir? Well, you got some videos. They're short, but they're good. Working late night. Well, you got to put that bread on the table. But you always got to keep this in mind. Don't do more than you're supposed to, or they'll expect it. And don't ever think, oh, they couldn't do it without me. Well, they can. They'll replace you and never bat an eye. I hope they don't, but it happened to me. Of course, I quit. Oh, you're working for yourself tonight. Okay. But I quit. but it was after 40 years. Eric, how are you? I can't pronounce your last name. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing your first name right. Wow, you got 567 buses and no videos. That's awesome. How'd you pull that off? Well, Eric, you are welcome here. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I understand. And when you're working for yourself, that's the worst boss you can have because you can't get away from your boss. You sit down and you think, well, I better get back at it. So you need more friends like Eric. Well, he comes in and says hello. He don't bother nobody. And I was already bust to him, so there you go. You're welcome, Eric. So, Brandon Brown, what are you doing? What kind of work are you doing right now? Are you butchering, farmer, what? There you go. That's what I'm telling you. You're the worst boss hauling cows. Cool. Well, there you go. I think I remember now you was talking about that here a while back. Putting beef on the table. Bunch of calves. Are you hauling them in a semi trailer, fifth wheel behind a pickup? How are you hauling them? How big of the rig? B King. Oh, I remember B King. BB King. Yeah, I remember. Cool. Fifth wheel behind a pickup truck. Probably a dually. BB King, you probably came from Bobby's channel. And thank you very much for coming to my channel. Actually, our channel. because it wouldn't be a channel without you guys. So I'm just a host. You guys are the ones that makes it. Uh, oh, you come off of Pawpaw. Okay. Well, we've all came off of Pawpaw's channel. I know he was doing a live when I started, but I I got to butt heads with somebody because I'm not I'm not getting no time. People don't see me, you know. I try to get out here, and you friends, you come to my channel. That helps me out. I'm just doing it for the fun, but I'm trying to grow as time goes. There's Grizz. Hello, Grizz. Hello, Andy. Well, that's a good attitude there, Brandon Brown. Just stay with it. It did great, Grizz. There you go. Well, Grizz, I sent you a link through the YouTube Messenger. I got a notification today when Bobby sent me a link. I think they're trying to work on it, get it worked out. Okay, Andy, let me look at your channel. Cool. Man, you got a lot of good thumbnails on your channel. I'm just learning. Well, you're welcome, Brandon. There's Grizz.
Here I am. How's it going, Kim?
Great.
All right. Yeah, I could not believe it. You know, this film more, I love it. It does so much more. There's so many things that you can do. And you know, once I get it all set up, like my thumbnails, I'll have them all pre-programmed. So all I got to do is go click. But setting it all up is time consuming.
Well, check out Andy's channel. Look at all his thumbnails.
On whose?
Andy Wall.
Okay, I'll check his. Let's see here. I'm only going to have like 3 or 4 different thumbnails, depending if I'm having depending if I'm doing gardening or out in the shop, or you know, I'm going to have a thumbnail for each thing. But
Eric said he likes your hat.
I like this hat too.
He's had a rough life.
Yeah, those are some good thumbnails.
That's what I was thinking. Andy, where are you from? Where are you located? I mean, just the state, or not state, but the country or whatever.
My thumbnails won't be any. Those are really nice thumbnails. Mine won't be anything like that because of the type of channel I am. I got to keep it hillbilly thumbnails.
There you go. Oh, there it is. New York City.
Man, I watched you know, last night Two Family Homestead did that the video on how to make thumbnails with Bill Mora. And I already knew some of it because he already said, well, you can do it. So I thought, okay, I got to go play around in there and find out how. So I played around in there and I found out a few little things, you know, before his live show last night. Then last night, my internet was so bad I couldn't even watch it. So I ended up watching it this morning. Well, I watched real late last night, like a half hour. And then I got up this morning after I got off with you and Bobby, you know, then I watched the rest of it. There was so much more information. I mean, it just blew me apart. And, you know, it would have taken me years to find the stuff that he showed me there. And it's not hard to do either, if you know that it's there.
Right. So you're going to get one of them backup drives I showed you?
Pardon?
Are you going to get one of them backup drives I showed you?
I'm seriously contemplating it. I still have I didn't close that page down. I'm weighing it on out. I'm going to get one. Whether I'm going to order it today or tomorrow, I haven't decided. You know, I have, you know, that $59 2 weeks ago, you know, was a pretty big chunk for me.
Yeah, I understand. Well, from what you said you wanted to do, that's your best bet.
It's the perfect solution.
Now, I don't know if they got stuff like that at Walmart or not.
They probably do, but I think I'd rather go to Amazon than walk my set foot in Walmart.
Oh, you don't like Walmart? Okay.
I haven't been in a Walmart for years.
Well, that's about our only store here close to buy groceries.
See, I mean, I have this thing about going into big corporate stores. I hate it. And there's a few that I did go in begrudgingly, but Walmart is not one of them.
Okay, we got Crowning Lions. Hello. The White Two-Pack. Hello. Welcome, you guys.
And by the way, if you all make sure that you subscribe and you ring his bell, especially if you ring Kim's bell. You ring his bell, you watch 10 of his videos, and leave a comment on each one of those videos. And on the 10th comment, he'll sing you a song.
Oh my, Grizz.
He keeps track.
Corky went riding. He did ride Crambone. There was some cartoon that I think it was Porky the Pig sung it that way.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sub to Tupac and Crowning Lions. I was before you came in, but I still appreciate you coming in. There's Real Police. I'm sub to him. Well, Andy, you will like Grizz's channel.
You know, and if you don't like it, don't be afraid to unsubscribe. I'm not into this subscribe or give the support. If you like a person's channel and their content, great. If you like the individual, great. But I don't do the separate sub. I do, you know, when I get to know people and whether I like their content or not, I'll subscribe to them, you know. When I get to know them and I like them and stuff, like hanging out with Kim, you know, used to hang out with Papa in Papa's room. I couldn't stand him back then, but I, you know, hung around him long enough to where I started liking Kim.
Well, thank you, Chris. There's Tim's world. He's got hairballs.
Hey, Tim.
Well, there was a pretty close-knit family there for a while.
Yeah. It's still a good group of people. They've gone different ways for various reasons, but.
Right. There's Cindy Clark. Now, I think I seen you on Bobby's channel today. Maybe I'm wrong. Now, I've seen you, but I don't think it was today.
Well, did I tell you my sawmill videos are starting to take off big time?
That's great.
Well, not big time. You know, there's big time for me, not big time for YouTube.
Well,
man,
if
$6. What's that?
I get $20 a month. I'm tickled to death. That's 20 more than I had.
I've been getting about $2.50 to $3 a day for the last month.
That's great.
And then yesterday I made $6. The day before that I made $4. Yesterday was $6, and the numbers are starting to climb. I think it's going to average. I think we'll average it around now about 5 or 6. Though it's still climbing a little bit, but I expect it will drop back down a little.
Now, Grizz, I run your playlist all the time.
Well, I sure do appreciate that.
Well, you know, that's what we're here for.
It's yeah, it's
but my computer will do it. So I've got like 6 playlists that I play all the time.
Yeah, it's I'm starting to think I might become another Wrangler star.
Well, what kind of boots, or was it boots or shoes he was talking about?
It was some shoes, and he didn't put out a video, by the way. I should have done a better video on that. What it was is I was going through my subscription list on my telephone, and right in the list, he had a survey. It wasn't a video, but Wrangler Store put out a survey. Do you think these shoes are cool or not? They're supposed to help the back. I'm going to do I might do a review on these. And so that's why I made that video. Mainly because, you use the name Wrangler Star, you might get a few extra views. So it's kind of a clickbait type of deal.
I've watched his videos.
He has. I liked him better when he was still under 100,000, but it's not. It's not that he's changed. It's that the people that he's doing business with, has changed. Getting the new tractor. As soon as he started getting all this new equipment given to him and stuff,
Wow.
it didn't change him, but it was like, okay, well, here's all this bad. It's easy to homestead if you got all brand new, equipment and stuff. So,
Well, that's just like doing cabinet work. If you watch them cabinet makers, well, look at all the tools they got.
yeah, anybody can make cabinets if they got the same tools.
Yeah, I mean they've got planers and joiners and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. By the way, I went into social media and to check out, see what his earnings are. You know how much he makes a month?
I will when you tell me.
Take a wild guess.
I'd say 300 or 400.
Well, let's put it this way. When you look at your analytics, do you ever go to Social Blade?
No.
Let me do this real quick here. I'll even do a screen share for this here. Okay. Social Blade, I mean, it just doesn't really help your channel or anything. It just kind of gives you a grade report on how your channel is doing, and you can compare yourself with other channels. If you're doing as good as them or worse than them, etc. But it's Social Blade is where you can go into it, and you don't have to pay in for it or nothing. It's a YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. It does all of them. Social Blade for all the social media. Okay, I want to take a look at your score.
Well, it's nothing to sneeze at, I'll tell you.
Oh, I looked at it before. I think you're like a C. I mean, you're about the same grade as I got. I mean, real close to. Let's see, you're picked there right top. I got to click select channel, and this gives you it kind of gives you an idea of how your channel is growing and what to expect for growth. It says you're making an estimated monthly earning between $1 and $20, which is the top. It said you make $20 a month. Okay. Down here, this is the dates and stuff, the subscribers that you picked up by days. How many subscribers you pick up or lose. Estimated earnings on each day. If you want to get an estimated earning and know what you're doing on each day, this is the place to do it. How many subscribers, videos that were watched. You're at you've lost 2 as of the 27th. Now this is it's a couple days behind there, but you lost 2 on the 27th, so you're at 1335. You at 1337. That doesn't mean that's where you are right now. Okay, but then you can go into what was that? There's some other stuff you can go on in here. Okay, up here, future projections. We'll click on that and see what it says about you. Okay, in 2 months you'll be 1,572. It says in 1 year you'll probably reach to 5,000 subscribers in 1 year. And in 2023, in 5 years, you'll be at 53,000.
Well, that'd be okay, but I don't see it.
Well, these numbers fluctuate continually based on how many subscribers that you pick up this month is going to, and the month before, you know, the growth rate that you're growing. That's how they projected on percentages. However, if all of a sudden you lose some, then that projection drops. So it goes at one point. Here, I'll show you on mine. Now, so do the $20 was the top income on yours, right?
Yeah.
Now, I'll show you on mine here. It's okay. Okay, I got a C plus rating. I forgot to look at your rating. Just a second here. Let's go back to your rating. I think you've got to go back one more page for your rating. Okay,
Probably.
you've got a C rating right here.
Okay, but you had a C plus.
And I had a C plus. So I have not much difference. Okay. Okay, I got a C plus. Now, see, they're saying 3 to 40. I'm making $43 a month. I'm actually making more than that right now. They haven't updated it. It just as of the last 2 weeks, it started going up higher yet. Last 2 weeks, over the last 2 weeks, I haven't had a day under $2. So I mean, they haven't updated this yet. But right now, I'm based on that, I'd be at like $60 a month. Then future projections. Yeah, my growth is going to be bad because I haven't had no growth for, you know, in the last couple of weeks, which is fine with me. I mean, I'm not worried about the sub count. You know, they're saying that in 2 months I'll have 2,331. I don't believe that. You know, I haven't gained a subscriber really in about a week or two. In 5 years, they're saying I'm going to be at 8,824. So, you know, at one point they said I was going to be at 150,000. But the thing is, see, I've been, you know, last month or so, I've been, you know, fighting all the sub for sub stuff and telling people to get off my channel. I've been running people off, so of course that number is going to show bad right now. But I didn't want the type of subscribers. Here, what else was there? Okay, this was future projections. And you have the detailed statistics. You can compare your channel with similar channels.
There's Fat Boy. Hello, Fat Boy.
Hey, Fat Boy.
Well, the way I look at when I live stream, when people come on my channel or live stream, I want them to help. How you going to grow?
When they come to your live stream that they're on there, that means that they're subscribed to you and they're supporting.
Right.
You know, and so I agree with that. I'm not opposed to subscribing to people at all. I'm not. But what I am opposed to is so many of them jump in, watch your video, you know, watch 30 seconds of a video, say, I supported you, support me back, and then they leave. Well, that really hurts your channel big time. I mean, that's a huge way to keep your channel from growing. That's where YouTube says, hey, we're not going to give them any views. We're not going to what do they call it? Impressions. We're not going to give them any impressions, you know, because the channel, the videos just aren't worth it. Nobody's sticking around to watch them. So you get a lot of less. It ruins your impressions, and impressions create clicks. Clicks create views, you know, and the sub for subgroup, they're ruining your chance for impressions and clicks.
Well, I understand, but I hope that people are interested. You know, I don't try to just make any kind of old video. That's why I don't make very many. I try to work at it a little bit.
Yeah, you don't. The real deal is what I've been listening from Brian G. Johnson and stuff. You only need to make one video a week, but that video needs to be really good. You know,
I got some response out of putting my dog on there. Everybody likes dogs.
Oh yeah. Okay, now mind you, I mean it showed my income at $45 a month at the high end, and here's a 20. Now look at Wrangler Star, what his is. The high end is actually what I believe that he really is making, because they're given, you know, because of our situation. You told me that you make $20 a month. It showed you making on the high end $20 a month. Me, I'm making $60 a month, but at the time of reporting, I was probably making the $45 a month. And so this year, that $45,000 a month, like wow.
Wow, I never even thought that much.
Can you imagine that?
So over to the right says his estimate was 530 some thousand.
541 for the year, $500,000 for the year.
Oh, that's a year.
Yeah, this year is for the estimated from anywhere. He'll make a minimum of 33,000, as much as 541,000 for the estimated yearly earnings.
And then they'll send you a 1099 for that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is when you're with any money that you make from YouTube, you are self-employed.
But you know, you just got to figure you're gonna lose part of that.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't mind paying taxes. You know, I mean, I don't like to pay too much taxes. You know, of course, but I do believe that taxes is a good thing. You know, as long as I want a fair tax.
Right.
I sure don't. You know, I sure don't.
I don't want to pay them all.
Yeah. And so if I'm making some money, making a profit off of this whole deal, then heck yeah, I'm willing to pay my 30 or 40%. Hello, Rosanna, how you doing? Actually, I mean, I think it should be less than that, but for the level that I'll be making, I believe it should go on up the high. I think the more money that you make, the higher rate you should have to pay, not less, not a lower rate.
Well, shouldn't it be the same percentage regardless?
I think it should be progressive, like it used to be. Well, like the taxes were originally set up, I mean, it was progressive, where the more money you made, the higher percentage you paid.
Oh.
It was at one point it was like they were, the super wealthy had to pay like 90% in tax.
Wow.
Yeah, well, thanks to Ronald Reagan, he changed that. Did I show?
Pay 90% of what you made.
What's that?
If you had to pay 90% of what you made, that's outrageous.
Yeah. You would think so, but you know what? But we're talking about big corporations like Ma Bell and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know that's where the it was actually the huge corporations, multi-million-dollar corporations that had the humongous tax. It was very few individuals had that kind of a tax. And remember, they had that kind of they had the 90% tax, but they also had a huge loopholes to hide money, to shelter it, and stuff like that. So that 90% tax was probably equivalent to like a 15 or 20% tax then by the time they hid it and sheltered it away and, you know, did their whatever the tax things with it.
Well, you see, your disability is not taxed at all.
Right.
Now we pay taxes on what Pam makes.
No, is Pam's not, oh, Pam's on the union.
She's on government.
Pardon?
She's on government.
On government disability?
No,
Oh, did she still work?
she used to work for the government, so she's getting a pension through the government.
Okay, she gets a pension and that pension gets taxed.
Right.
Okay.
And then now she pays her insurance.
Well, actually, the way I'd really like to see it is I would like to see it that that a living wage is not taxable income. So what I would like to see is what it takes, the bare necessities to survive, not just live, but to survive. Okay, let's say it takes a couple of two to 15,000 bare minimum to survive. Whoa. That first 15,000 is non-taxable for anybody.
Okay, well they do that, Gris. You get a standard deduction. We get that. Now, I forget what it is, but like if you kept track of all your medical and all this and all that, you still won't come up to the standard deduction. And it's so much for single, married, file jointly, married, filing separately. It just depends. Of course, we file married jointly, but there's a percentage. It's called a standard deduction. So we've already got that, Gris.
But that standard deduction is based off of a floating this and that. There's still certain stuff involved with that.
It's the same for everybody, though, I think.
Right. But hold on, Kim. It's not just that. What I'm saying is beyond that. After that 15,000, okay, we do have a standard. It's basically the poverty line. You don't pay taxes. Okay, I got that. But after the poverty line, you pay taxes on that money, and at that money there, from there on up, you should not be able to have any tax write-off for it. Profit is profit, no tax write-off.
Yeah, I don't know where it's at here, what the standard deduction is. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, when the super wealthy can pay a less percentage in tax than the poorer people are, you know, there's something wrong with that. That's what you know, a living income, non-taxable. If you make more than a living income, it's a flat tax period.
I agree. Well, let's see. It's 12,700, I think. Itemized? No, that ain't it.
I
I'm,
think
I'm
it's in
telling
the
you
20s.
something else.
I believe it's like 23 or 25 here.
Well, it's probably the same. I got I got her taxes right here in my hand, but I don't know what the deduction is.
Mm.
Okay, the barnyard chicken's saying 2,000 jointly. That's your standard deduction.
Oh, yeah, but it should be a whole lot more than that. You're talking about it. I'm talking about the first, whatever it costs for cost of living for a year. That should be the deduction.
Okay, I'm with you, but it don't work that way.
I know I don't. Unfortunately.
Well, I don't know how to read it. See, I do my taxes. I use a form. I use a form on the internet. It's called Free Tax USA,
Uh-huh.
which isn't free. Federal's free. You have to pay like $14 or something to do the state. Hey, there's Ann.
Now the one that I did
Hey,
when I was in the taxable income, I did the one that the state provided, and Ed also did and it was a federal, so it was a form, and you could download the program for it, shuffle your taxes every which way, and show it to where you didn't hardly make anything, and then you uploaded your form. So I mean, the computerized tax deal, I mean, you can really work it and find all the loopholes, and if you're doing something wrong, it will tell you.
oh yeah.
I'll be right back. I got to get me a glass of mountain water.
Well, how are you doing, Ann? Did Roy make it home?
Press.
Up and going. What do you mean you can't see me? Oh, now I bet you can see me. I had it locked on Grizz. He was doing the screen share. Now it'll jump back and forth. I was running under cover.
Oh, mama's milk. Mm.
Good night, fat boy. Thank you for coming by. Sorry I didn't say much to you.
That way, before you leave, I got something here for you.
Hey,
Let me see if I can.
good job.
There, I got it for you, fat boy.
Reaper guy, 67. Where's John been? That's John's cousin. There you go. He got one too.
Hey, yeah. But see, you got some brown stuff underneath your fingernails. I don't. You've been putting your fingers in the wrong place. I'm going to start calling him a grease monkey.
Yeah, I can't visualize. John hadn't been in here.
Yeah, he's usually here.
He's usually the first one on here.
Man, I tell you what, I learned on the Fillmora how to put two videos on the same time. Day after tomorrow's video, we'll have that for the first time. We'll have two videos going on the screen.
Two live streams going at the same time?
No, two videos. Right at the start. I start out the video when I'm running the sawmill. I'm showing the sawmill being ran all the way through, but then I put another clip off on the side of me standing there talking, saying whatever before the video. I made that part before I made the starters on it, and then I dubbed that right on top. So it's kind of a overlay on top of it.
Okay, it's like a picture in a picture.
Yeah, but they're both video. You know. Oh boy, it looks like he buried his whole fist where it didn't belong. Your whole hand's brown, not just underneath your fingernails.
Yeah, no kidding.
He says that's my hand.
Okay, Ann. Hide your phone.
See, now if I had a super high speed internet, I could be doing the same thing. We could be live streaming together and still both showing it on our own channel. I wonder. What's the name of this video called?
Just Wednesday. Well, don't do something that will get copyright.
I don't think we'd get copyrighted for this. And if I did, it'd be my first strike. It would be no big deal.
Well, I'm not worried about you. I'm worried about me.
Oh, no, I'm not going to do nothing like that.
Okay.
No, I've seen several people do this before if they have the internet. And I don't know if this is going to be possible for me to do. By the way, anybody that's in this live chat over here that comes into my chat, I'm going to ban you. This is not to draw people away from Kim's channel.
Well, take your time, barnyard chicken. Don't run and fall. Don't run in the house with scissors in your hand.
I have no idea if I'll be able to run Google Hangouts twice on here.
Well, we don't see your picture, or I mean, all we see is your avatar, not you.
Oh, really? Well, let me take a look. Oh, that's because I muted the camera. There we go.
There you are.
I forgot to unmute the camera. Okay, let's see if this works. I probably only won't be on mine very long. So you let me know if everything starts getting really sluggish. Oh, nope, it's not going to let me go. It won't let me do it. I would have to, let's see here. Yeah, I could probably do it if I did it on my cell phone and set it on that, but I ain't going to mess with that now. I could go with my, stream from the Alf name.
Okay.
But if I was going to do that, I'd be better off coming in here as Alf and then start my stream on with the Grizz 270 on my channel. Maybe one of these days we'll do that. Be kind of cool if we could get 4 people together, all in the same chat room, but all of us streaming on our own channels.
Okay. What would that benefit us?
Well, it would benefit everybody involved that's on the chat because each one of them would still be getting their own
Time.
time, from the people that went to their chat, and not only that, people see you all talking together and say, "Who is that?" So I mean, we could be posting each other's link, to let each other know who we are. So I mean, it's a good way to get to know people and get
Yeah.
around.
Well, I think that helped me when you was doing stir fry and you was giving them a link to come to my channel.
Yeah.
I got some new people that way.
Cool. I'll wait till this ends, till we get off here. I got that other video I gotta get uploading, but I don't want to upload at the same time as that I'm live with you.
Does that slow you down?
Normally it should not be a problem the way my internet has been. It's just not worth the gamble. Typically I can do a lot on here, all at the same time. I mean, it's just, it is a fairly fast internet.
Well, Chris, do you have your YouTube page muted? Because Reaper Guy said that he hears an echo. Now, I'm not hearing it right this minute.
Yeah, my YouTube page is muted. But here, I'll even close it on out.
No, don't do that. It's fine.
No, I closed it on out. I still have my chat popped up separately. So I can still see chat, but I didn't need the YouTube page open. I had it muted and paused anyway. But if there's an echo, it's coming from my computer, you know, from where the mic location is or something. Maybe it's bouncing off the windows and back into the mic again when you talk.
Well, see, now when you talk, I don't hear an echo. And I'm not hearing one right this minute.
Right, but when you talk, it's quite possible, depending how this is set, it might be that that noise bounces off of the glass here,
It could.
you know, and it wouldn't take much. All I know is this: if it's not louder than the ringing in my ears, I can't hear it.
Yeah, I deal with that all the time. It's like crickets.
Yeah,
I hear that all the time.
never goes away. I've gotten used to it. It doesn't bother me. Matter of fact, I think I'd go crazy if it ever stopped.
But that's from listening to loud saws and motors and stuff over the years.
Yeah. Yeah, that OBS, I've been thinking about giving that a try. This winter, I'm gonna do when I got time to set up, because there's some good programs on there that tells you how to set up for when you got really slow internet. And so I want to rewatch those videos, and they have some on those they have the links where you can test what your internet speeds are, and then you can't just go by the internet speed. What you just go to regular internet speed. On they have other programs that you can check to get more accurate of a rating, so you know right where you have to set your OBS at to be the best functioning for the internet that you have. But it sounds like it's a hell of a process. If you don't have really good internet, it's a hell of a process setting it up.
Well, I've tried that OBS. Personally, I don't like it.
What was it like?
I don't know. It's been a long time. I tried it to start with to live stream, and I was talking to doing a cheap Bob. I said, how do you live stream? He said, wait a minute. And one of us called the other one on the phone. He said, let me call you, you call me. And he stepped me through it. Well, I said, how do you turn that OBS? Oh, he said, don't use that. Use the Google Hangouts. It's already there. Okay. And it was so much easier.
Yeah. I was there when he did you that and stepped you through that.
Yes, she was.
That was 110 years ago.
Yeah.
We was wee lads of 12 years of age.
Yeah, it was over a year ago.
I love that movie, Little Big Man.
I never seen it.
You never seen Little Big Man?
I don't think so.
With Dustin Hoffman? Oh man, you gotta see Little Big Man. If you haven't seen that one, that's an old Western. It's a must-see. You have to watch that one. More so than the one that we was talking about this morning, the Wet Wagons East. Little Big Man is an older video, but it's a lot better. It starts out, this old guy in like a nursing home or whatever, a reporter comes on in to talk to him and wants to talk about Indians, and heard that this old man knew something about Indians. And I don't remember exactly how it starts out, but the old guy, he's just not going to have nothing to do with it. And this reporter said something about, how bad the Indians were, to the white people and stuff. And it just pissed this old man off. He says, turn that machine off. Turn that machine on. And it's an old reel-to-reel recorder. Turn it on and shut up. 110 years ago, when I was a boy, 10 years of age, no, 12 years of age, I came out west with my ma and my pa and my sister in a wagon train.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Where did everybody go? Anybody in chat in here? Let's see, Reaper guy is still in here. And that's our echo ran him off. Did you ever get a hold of John Reaper guy?
Woo! I was about to float.
Well, looks like Jenny's here.
Who?
Phil Fern, she says, hi, Kim, it's me, Jen E.
Well, Jenny, you changed your name again? Let me check out. That's a different channel. Well, good deal, Jenny. Okay, you're on your husband account.
Well, Jenny, you look good in man's clothes.
Well, the boatman came today, Chris. He said everything was okay.
You get an A report?
I got an A report.
Awesome.
I asked him, I said, did you find anything in that back room? He said, just beer. Okay.
Did he drink any?
No. No, he said, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Off grid, Kenny. How's that working out for you?
That off good for 4 months.
I'll tell you what, I don't want to be off grid. I like that air.
If I had a good generator that run
I
on
like that air, and I like that water coming in there when I turn the faucet on. And the lights are working.
Yeah. You know, I wouldn't mind being off grid if I had a hydropower that produced enough water, enough power to run my air compressor and everything that I run on grid. But man, that costs money.
Yeah. Cool. Sounds great, Jenny. You'll have to make a video of your place so we can see it.
Yeah. Do that, Jenny.
Now having a well, that's a good deal. But when we lived out home where we grew up, we had a well and a cistern. Okay. So that if we run out of water, we could have water hauled in to that cistern because it was like a concrete, you know, the only water that would go in it is when it rained. It went through a filter and went into the cistern. And then, of course, the well, it come from it just seeped in. So then we got the opportunity to get on the city water. And that pump would run from 20 pounds to 40 pounds. Well, when we hooked up the city, it was running like 60 some pounds constant.
A lot more pressure.
A lot more pressure.
And put blisters on your behind when you use that little machine that you got.
Well, we didn't have such a thing back then.
And I'll tell you what, you'd have water coming out your nose now.
Yeah. Life on the Trail and Alexander Smith.
Hey, Alex. Good evening, life. Yeah, Doug got my hat today. It's a little warm during the summer to wear this thing, but I kind of miss the old hat.
When I was working, I always wore a ball cap.
I wore a ball cap. I wore a stocking cap for years. Then I switched to these for winter use when it's raining to shed the water away. But and then in summers I switched to wearing a ball cap.
when it was raining, when I was working, I had a real good raincoat. And then if I had to unload something and it was pouring down rain or whatever, I had a pair of bib overalls. A raincoat, bib overalls, I put them on. It was a challenge to get all geared up.
Yep. No, I would wear just a raincoat. I never wore anything on my legs or, no rain gear on my pants. I mean, I don't care how much it was raining. And my raincoat, it had to be ice cold for me to even put it had to be a real cold rain for me to put the raincoat on. Because what I found out, you put rain gear, get just as wet with rain gear on as I do with it off. So the only purpose for me to wear rain gear on it is to keep me warm. And if I'm working, I'm going to stay warm.
Okay, what's Alex saying? Kim, who took over who? Was it YouTube who took over Google, or was it other way around?
Google bought out YouTube.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
When did this happen, Grizz?
Oh, quite a while.
Oh, okay.
It was three kids. They used to work for PayPal. that started YouTube, you know, and got it going pretty good. And I think they were college students too, if I remember right, but I can't remember. But anyway, and I think they only ran it for maybe 4, 5, 6, 8 years. I don't know. It's I think Google's had it for like, well, I think Google bought it out like 3 or 4 years ago.
Oh, okay. That's way before I started doing YouTube.
Let me
I I joined YouTube in 2009, but I didn't do much until about a year ago.
yeah, November 13th, 2006 is when they acquired Google acquired YouTube.
Okay. That's why they suggest you use Chrome,
Yeah.
Google Chrome.
Yeah.
Boy, I have no idea on that, Alex. I don't use a phone.
Huh. Now see on my phone I had to install Chrome because it came with Windows 10 or Edge or whatever that is. I don't know what it's called.
Well, Jenny, I'm tickled to death you came on here. She made a comment on one of my videos, and I commented to her I wanted to see her. Ask and you shall receive. Thank you very much, Jenny. You're not freezing up on my end. Good deal, Jenny. Well, it's still there because I looked at it just like a day or so ago. Hello, Rosanna. I'm sorry I didn't say hi to you sooner. Gris is always in slow mode.
Here's why I'm getting all the views. Hey, Kim, do a Google search for me, will you?
Okay.
Just on Google Chrome, type in Harbor Freight Sawmill.
Well, wait a minute. Can you type in there what you want me to Google?
Yeah.
It'd make it so much easier because I'm the world's worst speller. Okay. Now you just want me to Google that, right?
Yeah.
Or here, I can do that right here. Oh, I better not, because it'll mess up the channel. Let me open up Chrome and then I'll do it there.
I'm just trying to find out if it's because of my analytics, because of my searches, why it's loading up on mine or not. I want to see how it's loading up on yours. Now, when you scroll down, don't go to the second page on that search. Just on the first page, scroll on down. There should be several videos. And do you see any of my videos on there?
Okay. You're 1, 2, 3, 4 down.
Yep. Yep, that's what I've seen too, and that's the video that I'm getting so many hits on.
It says 7.6K views 4 months ago.
Yep.
And then you got another one that's 2 more down, 5.5K.
I've got one that was at 18,000, but I think that one's
And then after that, there's no more view. Oh, there you are again. 15K views. I don't know how far down that is. It just says Harbor Freight Sawmill Review.
Yeah.
Now, Doing It Cheap's got a sawmill. He's got 20K views on his. His says, How Harbor Freight Sawmill Saved My Underwear. Have you seen that video?
Yeah, I think I did a long time ago.
He cut slabs of cedar and put in his underwear drawer. Keep the moles out.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. No, he got his sawmill before I bought mine, and that's why I bought mine when he said what he paid for it and everything. That's why I bought mine, because he got his.
I doubt if he ever uses it anymore.
Yeah, I think that's all he used it was then.
Okay, so did that answer your question?
Yep. Yeah, it's just I'm surprised to see one of my videos right on the top of the search, or way up that high on the search. Only 4 videos down. That's why it's getting so many hits.
The very top one is 120K views.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know this winter all my sawmill videos, I'm going to go through and rework them all. I'm not going to download. I'm not going to re-edit them, but I'm going to go in there and get serious about, I'm going to give them new titles. I'm going to give them new thumbnails, new tags, all that part of it, and stuff that I can do to help promote them even more.
Well, now there was one guy that I seen. He said you don't want a real long list or a real long title.
Right. You want a shorter titles, shorter but to the point.
Well, this very first one, his is real long.
Well, let me put it this way. Long titles are fine, but the title you have to be able to fit in the whole first bar on YouTube. Okay, so somebody writes the title off for YouTube, and you'll read the first part of the title, and then it's dot dot dot, and you have to click on it to see what the rest of the title is. That is a hindrance. So you can still put a fairly long title on YouTube. You know, it'll show quite a bit, but you want to try to make your, you know, like 40. I think it's like 40 characters. You know, if you can keep it under 40, it's the best. Now, on the other hand, if your main target is Google and not so much YouTube, if you're Google, your target is to get people that are getting out there to look. If you're a salesman selling, selling something, and you want people on the internet to find you and place an order to them, then you can do a longer title, because on Google it will show a longer title.
Okay, now let me redo that, because I didn't actually do it in Google. I did it on YouTube.
On YouTube, okay, do it in Google Chrome, because I was the fourth one down on Chrome too.
Well, I don't even see it.
I'm not showing up in Google Chrome.
No, it's just got a list.
But you got to scroll down further, because there'll be some other search fields, stuff. Then you go down 3 or 4, and then you'll start seeing videos. So scroll down towards the bottom of the page where you start seeing videos.
Okay, I don't see videos on mine.
Oh, okay.
I just see a list.
And you're on Google Chrome?
Yep.
Okay, so it must be showing up on mine because of the searches that I've done.
Probably.
I want to try something here.
There's Theo. Hello, Theo. Hey, there's John. We was talking about you, wondering where he's at, John. And then I'm off doing something else and don't get to say hi to you when you first come in. So I apologize for that.
You know my stuff, but I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay. Yeah, I went into incognito, and it still shows me that way. Yeah, I'll be right back, Kim.
Okay. Okay, use live stream. That's probably why you didn't get a notification. Oh, he's just asking where you was at, John. But you're welcome. I was just concerned because usually, man, you're just boom, you're right there. Well, I'm glad to see you, John. I don't need anything. Yeah, I just asked Chris where you was at. The bell was unclicked. uh, John, really, when Grizz gets back, No, I do not care if you come on, but I'm getting tired. I'm getting ready to sign off here when he gets back. Um, but I'm going to send you the link. If it's 5 minutes, it's 5 minutes. I'm working on it, John. There you go. Yeah, it's 10:15 here. I got up early this morning because of the bug man. I didn't want him to come when we was in the hot tub. And then he called and he said, "Can I come after dinner?" Sure. Not a problem. Okay, John. The link is there. Yeah, it's a long day, Alex. There comes Grizz.
I'm back. Oh,
Yeah, there's Jenny.
there she is.
Everybody check out General's channel. You still got your wrench.
I have a cousin, Jimmy.
Well, I'll have to tell you, I did take a nap in between there today.
I'm tired from working hard all day. Cutting lumber for 10 minutes and 6 hours editing.
There's the link for General. Oh, John, ain't you coming up?
He says he's signing out. Is he crashing already?
Oh, that's okay, John. Oh, I understand. Oh, okay. John's tired. Well, you just go ahead. I'm gonna sign off here in a little bit myself. But everybody check out that link I put in there. Now, the last that I knew, she was up by New York.
So where's your off-grid property at, Jenny? Well, Rosanna, it depends. If it's a licensed outfit, a legit company, it still seems kind of steep. It depends on your location.
Here comes John.
Story house, Rosanna, 1,700 square foot. How steep is the roof? And what type of roofing is on there? And how old is the house?
Frank?
I seen that before, John.
No, I didn't say nothing.
Okay, Roseanne, if you are not too far off the ground, you can get these things, and I've got one that's got a like a U. You hook it to a garden hose, and you can spray it out yourself without climbing the ladder.
Yeah, the more I think about it, 200 is pretty steep, but he's on an island, which means the cost of living is probably pretty high where they're at. Drives up wages for anything that's being done. So I really couldn't answer that. $200 would be steep for here. I don't know about where you're at. I mean, you got to go by cost of living.
Here's a chair.
You know what you could do, Rosanna, is sky hook. Lift yourself on up, then you could have have somebody operate the sky hook, and then you can around it and with the pressure washer just wash out the gutters yourself. And then while you're at it, you'd have somebody throw you up the smoke shovel to clean up the chimney.
I put, well, I didn't do it, but I had them put that gutter guard on mine.
Yeah, if you got a lot of leaves, that's a good idea.
But if you got gutter over your doorway, don't use gutter guard. Because in the wintertime, if that water runs off there, it'll freeze and come right down. It won't go in your gutter. It'll come right down on your step, right in front of the door.
Yeah, Rosanna, you're up in Washington, right? Are you up in the Vancouver area? I mean the area.
Farm boy.
Oh, farm boy. The beard that is gone. No. Well, so far, Roseanne, it has. But I can't get up there to check it, so. And of course, this summer has been so dry.
Down here it's been so hot.
Hot.
Rosanna, if you can hire some high school kid to do it for you, you could probably get them to do it for about $60 or $80. And they'd probably be happy to.
And they'd be
It's summertime and it's not a cold day. Now, the drawbacks of having an unlicensed high school kid doing it, if they fall off the ladder and break the leg, not only are you liable for their injury, if they were capable of working, that means that you're going to have to pay for time off work, their insurances, and that will be over.
Yeah, that's part of it. When you're hiring a contractor, they've got liability insurance and everything that they have to pay for.
Yep.
Bing bong diggity dong.
Okay, farm boy. Give me one.
The bottom line is, Rosanna, if you hire a high school kid, make sure you get a kid that's coordinated and not too much of a rush. You know, to depend on. Don't just get anybody. You don't want to hire a klutz that's going to fall off the roof or off the ladder. If you want to make sure that you have them a good, sound, quality ladder that will set up stably around the house for them. And so then there goes another $80 or $100 for you if you don't have the ladder already. Usually be into this close to $200 anyway.
See if that one works. It should work.
Do you have a bunch of trees around your house? Is that why you cleaned the gutters already? Those fire needles will really clog up a gutter.
That tool that I was telling you about, I got it out of one of them junk books. We get these junk books. I don't know what they're called. You could probably Google it and find one online. But you can blow all your leaves down at one end and they'll blow out, and then stick it down. Oh, all right, just a minute.
Well, Rosanna, I would have them, if you don't have too many bushes around the outside of the house, I'd get a ladder that a kid could access the gutter easily, ladder safely. You know, not some rickety old ladder, a safe ladder that you can up against the gutters themselves. That where he leans the ladder up against the gutter, that it's right where the spikes are at, so that it has the best support. You don't want to set the ladder up leaning in the spikes because that will bend the gutter in. But have them do it off the ladder, because you know if you're off
a little better. Try that one, farm boy.
Off of the ladder will be safer for the kid rather than off the roof.
I'll bet you I sent you a link to Jenny's channel. There you go.
Everybody in the house.
Now,
Hello, Centeritas.
your beard's already growing back.
Very slowly.
Oh, it'll come right in.
Never make a bet with anybody.
I don't have a phone.
8:30.
What happened to my phone?
It's right here.
I was just curious. I don't need it. I was wondering what happened to yours?
It's over here.
Yeah, I had a duck in the family.
Sports do you want?
Don't care.
You want the heat?
My brother-in-law's father passed away. Just found that out tonight.
Oh my, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, he had cancer, and he was in the hospital for a week, and I guess he just gave up.
How old was he? How old was he? Farm boy, did you freeze up on me?
Guess he is.
Looks like he froze up.
Yeah, he froze up because
Hello, Mary. He'll get it figured out.
I keep forgetting to switch your touch at the light shop. Come on. Some state. He's still frozen.
I think he's got hit in the computer or something.
You see,
Yeah, he fell off.
Which you want on?
And he still got his drink. He can come back.
details.
Well, what's John?
Huh?
What's been going on with you today?
Nothing. I had 2 doctor's appointments. I had to go get blood drawn for my new primary care, and I had another doctor's appointment for a follow-up for my medications.
Okay. What's the medication for?
One medication is for my anger, my anxiety, no, anger, anxiety, my mood disorder, my sleeping,
Is it working?
Yeah. And there's one lesson supposed to be helping me to eat more. But since I was eating less since I took down it took me off. So I've been eating more. Oh, here's Farm Boy.
Wow. My internet just shut down on me.
Yeah, you
That's how you froze up on us.
That's weird.
So I was thinking, so I told my mom I'm going back to college. All I gotta do is follow a petition since I'm still on academic probation.
You can jump up. Come on, girl.
Print that out.
Come on, girl. You know how to come up here.
Mhm.
Come on.
Oh, it's awful weird that my internet just shut down on me. I had to start my internet up.
So, are you able to live stream by yourself now?
Nope, not yet.
Okay.
October. In October. Yeah, my brother-in-law's father passed away. Had
Oh,
cancer.
that's what I asked you. How old was he?
I have no clue how old he was, but he was pretty old because him and his wife always bought us Christmas presents when we was living in New York, and we grew up around him all the time. Yeah, right. I don't have no ghosts. Uh,
John.
What?
Good God.
make a lot of racket over there.
I think you need to take one of them sleeping pills.
My kids does. I know that. They don't want to go to bed at nights anymore. And school's starting up in Tuesday, I think.
Well, that's when school should start, about that time.
I think this Tuesday or next Tuesday. I'm not sure.
Okay, Jenny. Good night to you. Thank you for coming.
It's got quiet now.
Well, I muted him until he gets calmed down.
Lay off the caffeine.
Okay, John. Unmute. There you go.
I haven't had no caffeine today. All I had was
Well, maybe you need some.
McDonald's sweet tea for lunch.
Well, that's got caffeine in it.
Okay, my internet may slow down drastically here. If it does, I want to mute my mic and my camera, but I'll be in text.
He's taping up something now. Taping your legs shut so you won't be moving around. That's what he's doing right now.
Now I didn't mute him that time.
We gotta nail his shoes to the floor so he won't move. Yeah, we had one hell of a storm over here last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I guess Illinois had 3 touchdowns over there. Tornado. Because Lunatic Dad was telling us about that last night. Yeah, all day long the power was flickering on and off. Like crazy over here.
Wow.
Yeah. Bad. It was blowing trees left and right.
Well, as far as I know, we didn't have anything down here. Of course, I'm in the south.
We had a bunch of flood warnings across of Iowa. Was Iowa, Iowa and Illinois, Missouri, Minnesota, and forgot where else it was. It was like 3 states they was mentioning on the news.
Mary, I think so. Yeah. She changed her name to General. She made a video 10 months ago. Don't seem like that long ago. Well, you guys, I'm sorry that you ain't been on there very long, but thank you for coming.
Yeah, no
It's
problem.
a quarter to 11 here.
Wow.
You're on the same time zone. Aren't you, Farm Boy?
Yeah, it's 10:42 here.
11:42 here.
Yeah. Okay. John's an hour ahead of me. That's what I've got, Farm Boy.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get off here. Thanks to everybody that was on here.
Well, no problem there, brother. Anytime.
I'll be back on here tomorrow, I'm sure. If nothing else, just watching. Grizz, you still there?
I'm still here.
Okay.
We'll
Well,
catch you later, Kim. Have a good one.
Okay, I want to say bye to you. Everybody else took off.
Okay, take care, Kim.
So long.